Hi, you guys. Welcome to Audrey's reading area. Today's Friday, Inspirational Friday. Inspirational Friday here at Audrey's reading area. Guys, please don't forget to click that like button. Don't forget to click that share button. Don't forget, go on over to YouTube. Find Audrey's reading. Smash that subscribe button there at Audrey's reading area. Now, you guys, just to let you know on this Inspirational Friday, I have, this has been a week. It's been a great week. It's been a weird week, but the week is over and the weekend is here. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey Reads in her area live at 5 o'clock p.m.
Well, all right, you guys. All right. So, this week's story, I am taking it from this magazine. Don't mind the front. I wrote some information on the front here, so let's ignore this part. But I'm reading my article from it looks like VOX ATL magazine, emerging from the pandemic. So this is the magazine that I'm getting this article from. And the article that I'll be reading, it's an interesting article because it's how has the shift affected your mental health? How has the shift affected your mental health? It's actually almost like a conversation going back and forth about the shifting from going to school online and being back in the classroom, I believe. Let's see. Let's jump right in. And I'm going to read this right now. Okay. So VOX ATL Special Projects Editor Angeli Dupam spoke with fellow Voxers Sanja or Sanja. I'm sorry, the pronunciations, if I get it wrong, I apologize in advance. Prince and Kit about what it's been like switching back and forth between virtual and in-person learning during the pandemic. Interesting article, right? Because I know all of you, or most of you, had to go through that too. So, Vox ATL, how do you think the shift to and from virtual learning affected your mental health? How do you think it affected your mental health? So, Sanjina or Sandna responded, it wasn't the transition for me. It was how quick it was. It was this sudden shift of reality. One day you're riding public transportation to and from school, and next thing you know, everyone is masked up. Woo. It said everyone is masked up and not leaving their house. It was scary. The sudden isolation led to a heavy decline in mental health. You went from seeing your friends every day to seeing nobody or only through a screen. Prince answered, I was fine with the shift. It didn't really matter to me. I usually ride my bike to school because it's only 5 minutes away. I really enjoyed being able to go to sleep and watch YouTube while being in class. It didn't affect my mental health at all, but I did miss seeing my friends. Kit's answer was, for me, it wasn't as big of a change. I've been homeschooled since middle school. So isolation wasn't a huge change. I think the huge change came with the heavy quarantine lockdown protocols and seeing the news every day saying your local grocery store is out of toilet paper. You remember that one, right? It was one of those moments where we lost hope for humanity. Wow. Vox ATL. Do you think the shift back to in-person school affected your mental health too? Kit answered, having that break and not being stimulated, it made my brain feel weaker when I did come back to school. I kept a good regime, but it became too much. It's been a spiral of confusion. With the schools opening up, it's important to be honest about what you're going through. Prince answered, when I first came back to school, I was only there for 13 days and my mom caught COVID. Woo, I had to get taken out of school for 3 weeks. COVID is rough. That really affected my mental health because I was just starting to make friends. I had to lose all of them. I didn't have their numbers. I felt sad and my body felt weaker. Wow. Sanjna, that person's answer was, at the beginning, I was ecstatic because there was no school. But then the missing assignments started piling up. People were stressed and frantically trying to get things done. The schools weren't very accommodating to what people may be going through at home, like trying to hop on Zoom when you share a computer with a sibling. Well, let me just say, I know my school was pretty accommodating. They lent out computers to students who didn't have one or students that had to share. They lent them out. So I know that my county was pretty accommodating. This is an abbreviated transcript of a podcast recorded at VOX ATL's downtown studio. To hear the entire conversation as well as other teen produced mental health podcasts, subscribe to VOX ATL on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and Spotify. So that was the article. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation. And I just wanted to know, you guys, how has that shift affected you? Was it a positive shift or was it a negative shift, or did it not have any effect at all on you? Like, how do you feel about being taken out of school and you have to work at home and you just think, oh, I don't have to do anything because I'm at home. And then all of a sudden, wait a minute, you're not graduating or you're not moving up because you didn't turn in those assignments. Or now I got to turn in those assignments. And you got to do them from home and there's all these distractions because now you're home and that kitchen is right there. And you got to eat and and the bed is right there with the pillow and you just want to sleep. How did this affect you guys? Let's talk about that. So that was a very interesting topic, I thought, and I thought this was very inspiring to know how it affected you. And then returning to school, how did that affect you? Were you happy to see all your friends and happy to be back in school with all your people? So that's why I chose that article. I thought it was pretty cool. But thank you so much for being here. Got to thank my mom, Beverly, who's always here. I have to thank my cousin, Patsy, who is always here with her 5 kids listening to my video. And I know they love when I shout out their names. So I'm going to shout out their name again. Destiny, Darla, Delilah, Deanna, DJ. All right. And I got to send a shout out to my cousin, Ellied. And my friends, Sheena G, and Victoria, who share my videos every day. They share all of my videos, and I thank you for it. I'm very thankful, and I believe that you guys, your help was possibly the reason why I got so many subscribers already. So I'm halfway there. I just need like 500 more subscribers. So please subscribe to Audrey's Reading Area on YouTube. It's free. Doesn't cost a thing. If you don't already have like a YouTube account, all you have to do is put in, like, sign up, put your name and your email, and you can sign up. It's totally free. And then click subscribe. Smash that subscribe button on Audrey's Reading Area on YouTube. So you guys, thank you so much for being here and showing your support. Whoever else is here, if you don't comment, I won't know you're here. I'm sorry. That's the way this thing works. It doesn't show me you. So apologize and thank you for being here and thank you for sharing. So on this Inspirational Friday, once again, I read, how has the shift affected your mental health? And you can rewind and listen to this over and over again if you like. And you can discuss this with your parents or your friends. So thanks again. And I will see you on Monday. I'll be live, LIVE. I'll be live at 5 on Monday, and I will see you soon.